Okay, midpoint is hopefully something that you already know how to do, but just a quick review of it. If you had 2 points, let's say five, taking a minute for a marker to work here. So let's say you had five and I don't know, zero. That'd be an easy one. So the midpoint between those is, where it would be halfway, where the point where the left side equals the right side. So 2.5 in this case, because it's right in between 0 and 5. There's a 2.5 distance here and a 2.5, distance there. So that's the midpoint on a number line. Now it works very similar when you have two of them. And I'm going to give you a formula again, but I think it's better to understand what's going on. So let's say I had a point here. And that looks like negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 5 comma 4. And we'll call that one A. And let's say I had a point down here again, kind of out of the way, down in the boonies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 6 and negative 4. So I do the exact same thing as the number line, but you just have to do it twice and find out where they meet. So if you think about here's a line going straight down, and here's a line going straight across through the point for horizontally and vertically. So straight down and straight across, that doesn't do very good. But the distance then, you find the midpoint, so we've got this new point to figure out, and we can just find the midpoint between the negative 5, 4 and this new point we created, and 6, negative 4 and this new point we created. So the distance right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the horizontal distance. So if you count down 4, 2, 3, 4, we're right here on the x-axis. Okay, and then over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the horizontal. So that's 11 distance. So we need, from one of the points, we need 5.5 units. So if you count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 would be right here. And so if you connect vertically and horizontally those 2 points, my midpoint would be 1/2, comma 0 between A and, if we called this one B. And if you check that out, I mean, if you drew in your line, it should fall right in line and it should be right in the middle. Now, the formula for that is, what I did here is, well, let's just put it up here. So it might be easier if I just write it up. So I took x1 plus x2, plus x2, and divided by 2, and I took y1 plus y2 and divided by 2. So it's kind of the averages of your x's and the averages of your y's. So if you did that with our particular point, that'd be negative 5 plus 6 divided by 2, comma 4 plus negative 4 divided by 2. And what you end up with then is, negative 5 plus 6 is 1/2, and negative 4 plus and 4 plus negative 4 is 0 over 2. And so 1/2, comma 0 is your midpoint. And so that's just kind of how midpoint evolves and how you can do it both visually on an XY coordinate plane and symbolically. So let me give you one more example. You might try this and make sure you understand it. So let's say we had 5 and negative 6 for point A. And let's say for point B, oh heck, negative 2 and negative 12. Just making whatever up. So following our formula, here's where you'd stop the video, see if you can do it, and then match me. So negative 12, Screwing that up. Let me write this down so I don't mess it up myself. X1 plus X2 divided by 2, Y1 plus Y2 divided by 2. So easy to make a mistake. So 5 plus a negative 2 would be X1 plus X2. And then you divide that by 2. And then negative 6 plus a negative 12 is Y1 plus Y2. And so now you have your midpoint. You just keep simplifying that. 5 plus negative 2 is 3 over 2. And negative 6 plus negative 12 is negative 18 over 2. And beautifully enough, that gives us 1.5 and negative 9. And there's your midpoint. And it'd be a good idea to check your answer. You know, plug that in. See if it works. And let me give you just a second. I'll show you how to check it in a program called Geogebra that is totally free. Okay, so here's Geogebra. I just pulled it up quick. And if you, hopefully I could do this without moving a whole bunch of stuff, but 5, negative 6 is my point A. So I'm just going to put that in the input bar down at the bottom. So just like you would a normal point. So 5 comma negative 6. Oops, I'm not clicking on it. There we go. 5 comma negative 6. Close the parentheses, hit enter. And it's going to graph it. It's over there. I'll get to it in a second. And then the other point we need is negative 2, negative 12. And I forgot I'm in a different spot. So sorry if you couldn't hear me there. Whoops, and I forgot parentheses. So I'll put parentheses just like an ordered pair. Hit enter. And what I'll do then is zoom out a little bit so we can see this. See our 2 points. And you think about it, we've got to move that around because I made points that, there they are. So there's 5, negative 6, and negative 2, 12. And what's nice about GeoGebra is you can construct the midpoint. There it is, midpoint. And it tells you what to do, usually off to the right. On this version it doesn't, but on the new ones it does. So I'm just going to click on B and click on A, and it'll automatically give me the midpoint, which, there it is, negative, or 1.5 comma negative 9, so I know I'm right. So anyway, there's some things you can do with GeoGebra. Hopefully my audio came out that time because I was moving around the room a little bit. Sorry about that. Best of luck, and see you next time.